Oh, camera's already up.
Gotta get down. Get down.
Get down. Hello.
Hey, good evening.
Welcome. This is another ReddMetal show. This is about
Old wives' tales, superstitions.
Superstitions, and myths. Dun dun dun.
So you never know. It's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag of stuff you're about to get thrown at you.
And today is, what is today's date? The 27th.
It's Drake's birthday. So happy 27th birthday. It's his golden birthday.
He ain't watching you.
It doesn't matter. I gave birth to him. I can at least talk about comic Drake. And it's his golden birthday, and we talked about golden birthdays. Do you remember what golden birthdays are?
Nope.
When the year of your birth that you're turning is the day of the age that you are. So he's 27 on the 27th. So he's having his golden birthday.
Oh yeah, that's right, because mine's the 6th.
Yeah, and mine was like...
so mine was on the 6th, or when I was 6, so I don't remember that shit.
And mine was 1.
Why?
No, 12, sorry.
That makes more sense.
I don't even know what my own birthday is.
So at least you could remember 12. Howdy, John. Howdy, Grim Reaper.
It's the year you were born.
Oh.
No, it's not the year you're born. It's your age and the date.
If it's the year you were born, then I don't get mine until I'm 75.
Me too. Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, because I'm not going to live to be that old.
Because... Okay, she says we're right. You want to kick it off?
Which one's right?
I believe it's the day of your birthday and the year old that you are. Wait. That's your golden year. So I'm talking about your golden birthday, and she's talking about your golden year.
Oh, golden year and golden birthday are two different things.
Man, there's reasons to celebrate from now until forever. You never, ever, ever have to wait. You want to kick off?
Well, you have a whole month every year anyways.
Oh, yeah, the month of January belongs to
That's
me
just your
and
birthday.
me alone. Well,
you don't have a birthday, you have a birth month.
It belongs to all Capricorns. I will share. I believe that we deserve
I've never heard you try to share any birthday anythings before shenanigans.
Yeah, this is actually true. We took a cruise last year.
That's very true. Yeah. Yeah, so there was 2 or 3 January birthdays on that cruise, right?
Yeah.
Or at least Capricornish birthdays.
Yep. Okay, you want to talk about old wives' tales, superstitions?
Old wives' tales. And before we get started, because everyone knows I don't know any of the topics, right? Because you never tell me. Well, I know the topic. I don't know anything you're going to talk about. But I'm going to tell you now, you're not going to bamboozle me.
What? I'm not?
No, I don't think so. I think everything you're going to say, did you know this was an old wives' tale? I'm going to say yes. I think that I know all of them are going to be... Well, obviously they're all fake because they're old wives' tales, right? And myths and whatnot.
Or superstitions.
I mean, you might get me 1 or 2, but I don't think so.
I don't think so. Probably
the last
not.
one to get me was the bugs, the chiggers, and that was a long time ago when I disproved that one. So.
Well, I got you on our special episode with pregnant Barbie.
Oh yeah, that one was. I had a nightmare about that actually.
Did you?
Yeah, that was not good.
All right, ready to get started?
Yeah, go for it. What's up first?
First up.
Kitty cats. Can I guess it?
Sure.
Okay, cats steal the baby's breath when they're sleeping.
Cats steal babies' breaths while they're sleeping.
That's not true?
No. Centuries ago, there was an article published in the Annual Register that claimed the death of a baby was caused by the cat stealing its breath. And nobody was able to disprove that, so it just sort of grew and grew from there.
I don't remember where it was, but it was like in a movie, like a horror movie or something, wasn't it? Where the cat crawled on the baby and would start.
Was that Rosemary's Baby?
I don't remember, but like they even did a graphic where you could see the breath leaving the baby's mouth and going into the cat. But I don't remember what movie it was. It was a horror movie of some kind, but
I don't remember any movie like that, but I somehow think of Rosemary's Baby, but I'm not really sure. So yeah, according to the coroner on the case, the child died due to the sucking of the breath of the baby. But here's the deal. Cats like what?
Milk.
And babies have?
Dirty diapers.
And milk.
Oh.
All over their faces. So it's not uncommon that a cat would be drawn to a baby that has probably milk spilled on its shirt or dripping out of its bottle It's probably
drilling it out of its mouth.
It probably is not there to steal your baby's breath. It is probably there to steal your baby's milk.
Well, see, I never thought that people thought the cat wanted to steal the breath. I just thought that it happened by default. Like, oh, well, if the cat is here, by default, it's just going to steal your baby's breath. Like, I didn't think, like, the cat was being mischievous, like, I'm going to go steal the breath of this baby. Like,
I don't know. But I've heard that forever and ever.
Well, I heard it, but knew it wasn't true.
Well, I suspected that it wasn't true, and then I did
No, but those people that have believed that in the past, those people that believe that shit.
Well, there probably are people that still believe it.
Probably. That's what this show's for. If you believe any of this, we saved you a Google search.
You don't have to do the research.
You don't have to look it up now. She did all the research.
Okay, so the one that had the most out of anything, there were pages upon pages upon pages upon pages of superstitions or myths around how you can guess a baby's gender before it's born. Now you have sonograms and 3D creepy 3D sonograms where you can find out anything you want to know about babies. But before that, you had superstition after superstition after superstition. So some of them were, if you're carrying high, then it's going to be a girl, low is a boy. My favorite was, if the mom has acne while she's pregnant, then it's a girl and she's trying to steal the mom's beauty.
Oh man, people thought too much into that one. They got deep.
Yeah, that was
Not only is it going to be a girl, this is the reason it's going to be a girl.
It's going to be a girl because she was stealing her mom's beauty by giving her mom acne. So then there's the slower and faster heart rate. Slower is supposed to be a boy, faster is a girl.
That's not true.
From what I read, it wasn't, but I can tell you when I was pregnant, they told us that. The doctor did.
Well, I was going to say, I heard that from a doctor before.
Yeah.
And I think it was with Garrett. I don't remember. But we never knew the sex of any of our children until they were born. Except Garrett. Garrett we knew, and the other one we didn't know. The other ones we didn't know. I thought he said something about the heartbeat. But I don't know if that was a guarantee. I think it was more like, well, it could be a boy because of the heartbeat, but who knows kind of thing. But I don't know.
So, sweet cravings would be a...
Sweet cravings would be a girl.
And salty or sour cravings would be a
boy, I guess. Because girls are made of sugar and spice and everything nice.
And boys are made of
whatever
toads.
The others.
Wasn't it toads? Boys are made of toads.
I don't remember.
Toads' feet or something.
I don't know
what it was. Something toads.
But if you add chemical X to that, you get a completely different girl.
Do you get a spider girl?
No, you get the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, okay.
Sugar, spice, everything nice, and the chemical X fell in there. Never mind.
And if you give them pizza, then you have the Ninja Turtles.
No, that's not how that works at all. That is not the origin story of the Ninja Turtles.
So this is one that I was told when I was pregnant with Carter was I was super, super, super sick, and they told me that meant that your baby was going to have a lot of hair. And when Carter came out, he had a ton of hair.
So is that a myth, and it just happened, or
a broken clock's right twice a day. So I think that's what some of these are based on. And then
unless it's a 24-hour clock, then it's only right once.
Yeah, but you're a pain in the butt. Okay. And then the one that I remember seeing at baby showers when I was younger, like they'd put the pregnant lady in the chair and they put her wedding ring on a string. Did you ever see that one? And they put her wedding ring on a string, and if it went in circles, it was a boy, but if it went back and forth like a pendulum, that meant it was a girl.
What if she wasn't married?
Then she didn't deserve to know the sex of her baby because she was living in sin. She gets what she gets, and she don't throw a fit because she shouldn't have been whoring around.
John answered your question. Snips and snails and puppy dog tails.
I knew it was a body part of something. I thought it was dog tails. I mean, a frog.
What is a snip? Or is it a snip of something? Is it a snip of the puppy dog's tail, or is snip an actual thing?
Yeah, that is kind of weird. John, look that up. And then the last one that I have for babies is if you have a dream about a baby while you're pregnant, whatever the gender of the baby was in the dream, you're going to have the opposite one. Oh, the Grim Reaper says it's like a snipe.
Hey. John said it's a small eel.
A small eel?
It's a small eel that is related to the snipe. There we go.
That's related. So we're related to a snipe.
So you can take your new friends snipe hunting, or you could take them
snip hunting. But if you take them snipe hunting, you need a bag, and if you take them snip hunting, you need a jar.
Makes sense.
Oh my word!
What you got?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Just keep it going.
Oh, okay.
You're just gonna guess them all?
Yeah, I'll just guess them by your picture.
Okay.
If you set too close to the TV, you'll go blind.
Yes, if you set too close.
And if you notice, that girl wearing glasses, so she already been setting too close to the TV for too long.
So back in the day, TVs did emit radiation.
Mm-hmm.
So, not sure where that comes from, but the American Academy of Ophthalmology says that kids can actually focus on items that are closer to them better than adults can. So, unless they got a problem...
Oh, yeah, poltergeist. That's what's going on with her. She's communicating with the spirits from beyond.
What did they say? What did they say out of the TV on Poltergeist?
I think it was just static noise.
But she heard him say something. Like, Red Rum.
I remember a little short old lady was like, go into the light.
Red Rum.
Or stay away from the light. I don't remember which one it was. Go into the light or stay away from the light.
You can't get those two mixed up.
Yeah, that would not be good.
Don't mix that
Go
shit.
into the... I mean, stay in... fuck, which one is it? Hurry, tell me.
Oh, man, you could have screwed that up big time, and then what happened?
That's a good thing I'm not a...
You're not in charge.
Yeah, what do you call them? An exorcist? An exorcist is going to get rid of demons. What gets rid of spirits? A poltergeistist? I don't know.
I don't know. It's probably the same thing. Probably just an exorcist. A different type of exorcism.
No, because exorcism is
a priest
getting rid of demons.
Then a priest gets... Oh, a poltergeist is more like a ghost.
It's, a spirit. You're possessed.
That's a very good question. I don't know. Someone knows. All right. You ready for the next one?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to stay in the vein of the eyesight, okay?
Okay.
So...
I want to play that game, by the way, that Taylor's talking about.
What?
Phantasmov... I forgot how you pronounce it.
Phasmophobia?
Something.
Phasmophobia?
You're basically...
Phasmophobia?
It's a game where you're demon... Or you're ghost hunters.
Okay.
And it's like jump scares and stuff like that, but you have to investigate the house and find the ghost or whatever. But supposedly it's a VR game, but most people are playing it off of VR, like just on their...
Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia.
Oh, phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia.
Gotcha.
So, but it's a VR game, but it's also just a desktop game, and most people are playing it on desktop. But I thought it would be really creepy to play...
On the VR?
Yeah, because it's first person. You're going through the house, you're looking for clues, and there's spirits and what's not. And you're trying to solve, like, a murder or something, like, of whoever died in the house. But it's supposed to be pretty fun. Okay. What you got?
All right. So...
I'm not going to guess that
No,
one.
not by the picture.
No.
But... So, reading with dim lights. Like, I was always told, you can't... Do not read in the dark. Do not... read in dim lighting. Do not use your computer with your lights off. But usually it was reading. My mom was like, you have to have a light on. You can't just be trying to read in the dark.
But why would you try to read in the dark? It just makes it difficult.
That's exactly true. Exactly what it just makes it harder to read.
Yeah,
it doesn't do anything to your eyesight.
I never thought it did anything to my eyes. I just don't want to do it because I'm squinting like, I can't read that. And then you're like trying to like get a little moonlight beam come in and say, what does that say? Well, not that I read that much in bed, but...
When you're a kid, if you're a reader, I'll tell you right now, you got to sneak it where you can get it. Because if it's bedtime and you can try to turn a flashlight on, then you've got to cover the flashlight. And I mean, if you want to read, you got to get under your bed. You got to get under the covers. Because if your parents catch you reading, you're going to get in trouble. Now, I have a question for everybody. Why in the hell would you make your kids get in trouble for reading? That just
because rules are rules. Bedtime is bedtime. I don't care. Like, yeah, I understand where you're going with this. You're like, oh, you're not playing video games. You're reading, which is good. So what? You still got to get up at 5:30 in the morning and go to school.
Yeah.
So go to bed.
And then you learn as an adult.
And go to bed. And guess what? You were in such a hurry to get under your covers and turn that flashlight on and get your book up that you forgot to brush your teeth. So you didn't even do the shit you're supposed to do to get to bed first.
I brushed my teeth.
Whatever.
And
you was a bad girl.
And it teaches you that if you stay up all night reading, you still have to go to work in the morning. And many of us are guilty of that.
And if you stay up all night playing video games, you got to go to work in the morning too.
Yeah, but that'll hurt your eyes, and reading under a dim light won't. We just proved that.
We didn't prove that playing video games is gonna hurt your eyes.
Okay.
I got 20/20 vision right now. Still.
Because you never read.
But I play a lot of video games.
You didn't read.
Played a lot of video games.
Well, thank y'all for joining us by our fire.
Oh, there's a nice fire too.
It's kind of chilly out.
It's warm right now by this fire. Oh, Dawn, she just disintegrated into the flames.
It's kind of chilly. Gotta get my vest.
Look, there you go. Oh, you're gone again. Your head's gone.
Gotta get my vest on. I'm getting a little chilly in here. Gotta make sure that my core stays warm.
In the near future, I'm gonna be fixing my green screen because right now it's narrow and tall. So I'm going to flip it and rebuild it so that it's long and narrow. And then we'll be able to spread the screen out a little more.
And this way we get nice and cozy, but that's okay. I'm nice and warm with my vest.
I know you said vest 3 times because you're trying to trigger me.
I'm not.
So I'm not even going to acknowledge.
You're not going to react because that's the way you roll? Okay. All right. So all these things about your eyes. I just kept finding so many things about eyesight.
So there's a lot of old wives' tales and myths about the
eyes. Your eyesight. They cared a lot about your eyesight.
Don't cross your eyes. They'll get... Oh, if somebody hits you in the back of the head, they'll get stuck. Is that what this one is?
Hit you in the back of the head.
You never heard that?
No.
Don't cross your eyes because somebody hits you in the back of the head, they'll stay like that. You never heard that?
No.
Oh, who's heard that? Everyone's heard that.
I've only ever heard don't do it because your eyes will stay like that. Not that...
No, somebody hitting you back in the head. Matter of fact, that was even on a movie like Meatballs or something. They're always telling him that his eyes are going to get stuck like that. And then he did it and somebody walked by and said, hey, what's up? Bam, hit him back in the head. And he was like, oh, he was stuck.
Well, although the muscles in your eyes can get weakened or tired from you crossing them, although your muscles in your... Do that again. Although your muscles in your eyes can get tired, there's no...
I always want to do like Undertaker proof. Where he can roll him all the way back.
You kind of did it. That was creepy.
But he opens his eyes and look, can you see my pupils at all?
Stop. Yes, we can.
See, Undertaker can roll them all the way up and it looks so great. I want to learn. I always want to learn how to do that so I can imitate the Undertaker and I just can't do it. Well, and I also can't practice because if I'm doing it and looking in a mirror, I can't see if it's working because...
Maybe you could just video yourself.
Maybe I could. I need a camera.
You have a lot of free time.
I have a lot of cameras, too.
Yeah, you have a lot of free time and a lot of cameras. Okay.
All right, so this one is if you cross your eyes too much, they'll get stuck crossed.
Don't cross your... Yeah, don't cross your eyes.
I've never even heard that one. But I have heard if you get popped in the back of the head...
Never heard that.
That they get stuck like that.
Never heard getting popped
Or also with your tongue, I think. Did you ever hear that? No. Like, don't stick your tongue out at people because somebody pops you in the back of the head, your tongue stays in your mouth. That's what happened in Meatballs or whatever. You know what? It wasn't even Meatballs. You remember the one with John Cusack? Where at the end of the movie he had to make the hoop through the thing? The boat?
No.
Something about a crazy summer? Watch.
Oh, white hot crazy or red hot crazy summer?
Something about crazy summer. Anyways, it was that movie and they were like, nah, nah, nah. Oh no, they were doing this. They were going, nah, 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 and they got stuck in the back of the head, and then they let go, and their eyes stayed like that. They were like, they looked at each other. They were like twin sisters. Okay, anyway.
No, I don't even know what. There's a wet hot American Summer or something.
It was like with that. John Cusack. It's the one where he would draw, and then he would pretend as things were coming to life.
Oh yeah. But I don't remember what movie that was. Yeah, you're old.
You ain't gotta be old to watch a movie. Movies are forever.
Oh, that sounds like a greeting card. Movies are forever, but our love isn't.
They are. You can go watch Streetcar Named Desire right now.
They have those breakup cards. They're like, movies are forever, but my love for you wasn't. All those shitty greeting cards. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
I think those are pretty cool.
It's kind of like going to that Dick's Last Resort.
Yeah.
Like you're going there to be roasted.
Hey, some people pay to be treated poorly.
Yeah. We should do a video. Thing. We should do a Twitch stream like that. Just treat people like shit.
Where we just
and they'll just keep coming back to get treated like shit.
Let's do something my dad would say.
Okay.
Let's don't and say we did.
All right. Next.
I promise this is the last one about glasses and eyes.
We got more eyes. More eyes.
Man, there were so many of them.
Oh, but I know this one already. If you eat carrots, I actually know a little history about this one.
Okay.
Well, not really. I remember it's something to do with like a World War II pilot or something.
What?
You don't know that story?
No, tell it.
Okay, well, he was like the first person to successfully bomb someone in nighttime with the new automated guided missiles. And supposedly he ate carrots that day. And so he was saying, well, carrots give you good eyesight, and that's why I was able to do all this stuff in the night.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, watch. You're going to need to do some more research. I bet you find... Or maybe I'm making it up, but I don't think I'm making it up. But I think I heard that from somewhere.
So the main premise is that if you eat carrots, then it'll improve your night vision. So that's one of
the things all of us as grandma have told us.
It's not just your vision, it's your night vision specifically.
Oh, well, that makes even more sense for my story then.
Yeah. And so carrots are packed full of...
Are those cargo pants rated for that? What's something your dad would say? That's what he would say. Are those cargo pants rated for that much cargo?
That is something my dad would say.
That's something he did say.
My cargo pants are rated for all the cargo. All of it.
I didn't know they made cargo pants for that much cargo.
They do. They do. You can buy them on Amazon and send Jeff Bezos' kids to college. So beta-carotene, which is a component of vitamin A, which helps keep your eyes healthy, and that's pretty much where it comes from.
Yeah, beta-carotene. He beat you to it.
Yep. So that's...
Good job, John.
So Bugs Bunny's...
But it's a myth.
But he's a cartoon character, so he can get better eyesight by eating carrots anyway.
He can get better eyesight by saying hocus pocus, make my eyes better. He's a cartoon. It's fictional.
So carrots would work.
And so would cucumbers.
But that's not the way...
So would hot dogs with mustard.
But that's not the way it goes.
You can make it whatever you want.
That's not the way it goes. Okay, this is killing me. I wanted so badly to get on your nerves.
I bet you're hot. Your arms weren't hot, though, were they? Your arms weren't hot, though, were they?
No, my armpits were, though. That didn't work out in my favor. All right. You ready for another one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this probably, to me, is one of the dumbest ones. And I know everybody...
But we're off of eyes. We don't have eye ones.
No, I don't have any more. I found so many about eyes. I could have put more. I actually edited away from that.
I want something that's going to blow people's minds. You're not going to blow my mind, but I want some people to be like, I want at least a person or two tonight.
Why don't you blow our mind?
I want at least a person or two tonight to be like, what? Are you serious? Up until right now, I believe that. I want that.
I don't know that. Maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
What you got for us? Eat your crust.
Yeah. Have you not ever been told that?
Well, I've been told to eat my crust, and I like crust, so it's fine. But I always thought, well, it's just because it's wasteful not to eat the crust.
No, it
is.
Okay,
wasteful.
It is wasteful not to eat the crust.
If you're throwing
crust away, there are starving people in Ethiopia, and you are a bad person. You are a terrible person who doesn't care about starving children. See, this is spammers. Children.
That's why I was going to set my thing to the...
So eat your crust because it has vitamins. And it's good for you. I
have a question about crust.
Okay.
I don't bake bread. You have. I don't bake bread. I've never baked bread. Well, other than if I buy the bread you just put in the oven, right?
Pre-baked bread?
Yeah.
You buy pre-baked bread?
Well, no. But like dough, and it's already ready to go, and you put it in there. I've never made bread from scratch, and I know you have.
Yeah.
So, isn't the crust just the outside of the dough, and it gets darker because it's the outside? It's not a special ingredient on the outside, right? It's all the same dough?
Yeah. Oh, Raina says Grandma told us it would make us beautiful.
All right.
Well, it worked, Raina. It worked because you're so beautiful. Keep eating your crust, honey.
And I'll come back to your question in a second, John, because I have an answer for that.
And then...
But my question is, you make a loaf of bread.
Yes.
It's a big, round dough, and you cook it. The only reason there's crust is because that's the outer side, right?
Or our dad would call them pizza handles.
Well, I understand. I'm not talking about pizza. I'm talking about bread. I'm talking about a loaf of bread. isn't the crust just the outer of the bread that got cooked more because it's the part to the elements of the oven?
Yeah, I mean, John's right. You do coat some of them with eggs, or you make them crispy.
Well, I'm wondering, because I'm wondering why would it be healthy to eat the crust more healthy than the rest of the bread when it's all the same material?
Because they would say the vitamins are stored in the crust.
So is that a myth as well? Is that also a myth? Do the vitamins just absorb to the outside into the crust?
Well, let's talk about pizza crust.
Okay,
first.
pizza crust.
Or pizza bones.
I have a rule for pizza bones.
Pizza handles.
My rule for pizza bones is always, always, always eat your crust.
Always, always, always feed them to your dogs.
And you can feed them to your dogs as a treat, but eat your crust because you paid for it. The only time you don't eat crust is at a pizza buffet. Because you don't fill up on crust. So you want to eat all the good pizza and then you fill up the plate with all the crust.
It's so embarrassing to go to a pizza buffet with him and the boys because they put a plate.
We put a plate in the middle of the
table and they'll say, I'll start the crust plate or whatever.
Yeah, this is the crust plate.
This is the crust plate.
And we pile it high.
And they will try to make the biggest mountain of crust because it's an all you can eat.
The dude at CC's or whatever will come by nope, leave the plate alone. We try to make it a mountain of crust on purpose.
It's embarrassing.
But hey, thanks for tuning in, John. But yeah, you never eat the crust if it's a buffet. If it's an all-you-can-eat, never eat the crust because why fill up on that? Fill up on the good stuff. But if you paid for it, eat it all.
Dip it in ranch.
Ranch, blue cheese.
Like Taylor says.
Buffalo sauce is good. Whatever.
So, the crust of the bread contains more antioxidants and fiber than the inside of the bread. The bread products naturally contain more dietary fiber and complex carbohydrates. These breads contain more dietary fiber and complex carbohydrates than white breads, the darker breads. But it is true that they will go into the crust. But it's healthy for you, it's good for you, it has more vitamins. And sorry, Raina, it'll make you beautiful, are all old wives' tales. Except for in your case.
I believe you. Scoot towards me a little so your head keeps scooting out of there.
Okay. I'm over the hump.
All right.
Okay. I feel bad. I didn't know I needed to challenge you because now I'm feeling like I didn't.
You don't have to challenge me. You got to challenge our viewers.
Oh, I'm sorry, viewers, for letting you down with my research.
That's all right. You'll do better next time.
I've pledged to do better next time, viewers, when Metal takes over and does it his damn self. Okay.
Then y'all are going to be getting one show every 3 months.
Okay.
Or y'all just have to watch me stream games shirtless because I don't have to do any effort for that.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right.
What you got?
Do you remember going there?
What is that?
You know what that is. You went there and almost threw up.
It's such a small... the picture's... Oh, that's the gum wall, ain't it?
Yes. You almost lost your cookies on the gum wall.
So why is there a myth about the gum wall?
Well, there's not a myth about the gum wall. There's a myth about gum.
Oh, like if you chew it and swallow it, you don't poop it out for 7 years or something?
Well, there are various different timelines. The most popular being 7 and 10. 7 and 10 were
But really, this should just digest overnight like everything else
2 days. 2 days. So, although it's a bit harder to break down than other foods, gum actually passes through your digestive system in a couple of days. And
them acids in your belly is strong as fuck.
And how is gum any different than any of the candy that you're eating?
Right, for real.
And also...
It's not like it's... Look at what's up with my beers.
I don't want to be the one to tell you this, but if you eat a watermelon seed, you're also not going to grow a watermelon baby. It's not going to happen. The acid in your stomach that is nowhere near your uterus is going to take care of that shit too. So, there you go. But do you remember the gum wall?
I do remember the gum wall. Was that Seattle?
Seattle.
Seattle, okay. I thought it was Seattle or Chicago. I couldn't remember.
No, and they had just power washed it.
Yeah, and there was like... So it didn't look like this when I was there.
No. They had just power washed it.
Yeah, but people just go right back and start putting gum on it again.
Well, because they have a gumball machine right at the beginning of the alley.
Yeah, a couple actually.
Yeah, where you can buy gum in case like we went around to stores and found gum before we went. And by the way, sticking gum to a wall is not as easy as it seems.
Yeah, it keeps falling off.
It keeps falling off. I mean, it does. And there's nowhere to put it without having to touch somebody else's. So, yeah, if your dream is to go to the gum wall in Seattle, be prepared. It's really quite gross. And people spell things. Like, they spell words. And,
also, don't ever make a plan to go to the gum wall. It's just if you're in Seattle and you've got some spare time to kill and it's nearby, sure, stop by.
I have a thing with spit. I don't care for it at all. Anything related to spit or mucus. And, yeah, the gum wall was a bit much for my belly. I didn't do well. I did not do well with the gum wall.
All right. I'll move that for you.
I'm going to try to trick you with my pictures now. Because you said that you were figuring out my pictures. So now I'm going to try to trick you. See if you can figure out what I'm...
You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
What you got? Oh, wait, hold up. That's the dude from Stranger Things, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the dude that was trying to bang the moms or something?
I think he was.
Was he banging the moms?
And he took her down to his lair. Don't give it away for those who haven't seen it.
Okay, Billy.
Billy. It was Billy.
Okay, so is this myth have something to do with banging moms?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But what was Billy's day job?
He was a lifeguard.
He was a lifeguard. So I'm going to take you around the block to get to this one, trying to trick you with my photographs. You can't go swimming until 30 minutes after you eat because you're going to get a cramp and die.
Yeah, well, the cramp won't kill you. It's just if you cramp up and you can't swim, then you'll drown. And
I looked up drowning as a cause of death, and just in case you're worried, because that's actually my number one death fear, it is very rare.
Why? How can that be your number one death fear? Because that's something you can literally avoid by not getting in water.
Which is why I don't, unless we're on a cruise
ship.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, a tornado, at least you have no control if a tornado is going to come your way. You can just not jump in the pool.
My number one death fear is drowning. You can't change that. It's mine. It belongs to me.
Why do you take so many baths?
Because I'm not going to drown. Although
you can drown in an inch of water.
You can, but...
Is that a myth?
You know what? I don't know.
No, that's not a myth.
It's probably not. No, I mean, I would think if you were face down...
Yeah, that was true.
Yeah, I'm not... I'm thinking that you could probably drown. So, do you think that's true or false? Is there any validity to that?
To which one? To the cramping?
To the cramping, and
well, if there was validity to it, it wouldn't be on this show.
Specifically, you can't swim 30 minutes after you eat.
No, that's fake.
According to the American Red Cross, there is no set amount of time that you should wait to swim. Although it might feel a bit uncomfortable if you try to with a full belly.
Well, yeah. That's why I don't need a big lunch if I still got work at work, if I still got boards to climb. Because it's like, oh, I'm not going to want to climb that next fucking board because I just ate 7 tacos. So I'll just eat 4 tacos.
No, you eat 7 and then you're miserable and then you complain.
Well, I'll buy 7 and then I'll eat 4 or 3 and then I'll eat the rest afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Or 90 slices of pizza with no crust. Taylor's onto you. Taylor's onto you, homie.
Taylor's eating pizza with me, so he knows how I roll in the pizza joint.
It's so embarrassing. Like, I just want to go to the bathroom and not come back. Because, I mean, it's just as bad to me as the people that, this is my pet peeve. You know it. People that go to buffets and get a shit ton of food and don't eat it. Like, do not do that. You take a little, see if you like it, go back for more.
That doesn't count for pizza crust.
It's a buffet. Don't stack your shit and not eat it.
No, I'm with you on that. Take what you can eat and then go back and get seconds and then thirds and fourths and fifths.
Yes, please.
But that doesn't count for pizza crust.
It's just embarrassing. It seems wasteful to me. I hate it. Like
You're not wasting crust.
You can't, and they won't let you take it home with you because I asked because I was embarrassed about the waste, and I thought, oh, I'll take it home. I can make something with it. And they were like, no, lady, this is all you can eat.
Kids are the worst about that. Kids are the worst because kids will go in and just put everything on the buffet on plates, and then they're gonna eat 7 bites.
Ours won't.
No, they won't.
No, they will not.
Mm.
No.
But in the most part, if you see a bunch of overflowing plates not being eaten, it's the kids' plates because the parents aren't managing how they get their food.
Yeah, and what I do with the kids is I say if you get a little bit and you don't like, I want them to try new things. So I tell them,
get one thing.
If you get a little bit of these different things and you don't like them, you don't have to eat them, but you just have to get a little bit. And our dog just farted. It's really bad.
If you know, I made the face right when she said it. I was
trying to ignore that for a minute.
Our dog farted so bad. Oh my gosh!
And after the last 3 days we've had, he's not been doing good. We have kept the carpet cleaner in the hall because we quite frequently need it. Anyway, I just don't like wasteful. Wasteful's really, really big pet peeve for me. So anyway, Billy, who I thought was weird. He looked like he belonged in a 70s porno. I didn't think he was. He's not sexy at all.
Well, that show was like from the early 80s or something, right?
Yeah, but he's not even 80s sexy. No.
The moms thought so.
The moms were... Did you see who the moms had for dads? Or for husbands? There wasn't a lot. There was slim pickings, so that's why. All right,
so don't...
Man, that fire burns forever. You don't even have to... It does. You have to refuel it.
I should have found a GIF instead, so it would just sit there and flicker the whole time.
A jife? You should have got a jife. Okay. So we're going to talk about... so a lot of old wives' tales, or the majority of old wives' tales, are centered around like ailments type things. Like it's usually some myth about an ailment or a way to cure an ailment.
Mm-hmm. Like putting whiskey on your baby's gums or whatever.
Yeah, that was on there. I'm not going to... A lot of my pictures didn't show up for whatever reason, so we'll just go with this. You're probably not going to be able to guess from that. Okay? So this is one that you call me on all the time, and I can't help it. I believe it, and I still believe it. And I don't know why I believe it, because I know it's not true. I'm positive it's not true, but it's ingrained in my brain. Like, there are certain things from my childhood that I can't get over. And this is one of them. You don't go outside with wet hair when it's cold. You'll get a cold. You'll catch a cold. You don't go outside with wet hair when it's cold out. You will catch a damn cold.
Because the wet hair is on your wet head, and your wet head's on your brain, and your brain tells your organs that you have a cold.
I don't know the science behind it, but I do know that
there's no science behind it because it's not true.
It's not true because colds and flus are caused by viruses, which have nothing to do with your wet-ass hair. Right. But there are certain things that I grew up believing, like we don't take baths when there's a thunderstorm. We unplug everything.
Maybe that used to be more true. If you think about science in that...
I will not take a bath in a thunderstorm.
Old tubs were made out of cast iron, which is conductive to electricity.
Is cast iron conductive?
Yes. It's a metal. Okay. It's conductive. And it's full of water, which is conductive. So it would make sense to me that you probably do not want to be in a metal tub full of water during a lightning storm.
Well, I don't want to be...
That makes sense.
I don't want to be in a fiberglass tub full of water during a lightning storm.
Yeah, but it probably won't... It won't conduct through the fiberglass to get to you.
No, but I still don't do it. And I just recently stopped myself from unplugging all of our appliances. Like, my mom would be like, get the washer and dryer.
That's what the fucking breaker box is for.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I grew up with every time there was a storm, unplug everything. Like, go unplug everything. You couldn't be on the phone. You couldn't take a bath or a shower. And you had to unplug all your shit. Mm. And you couldn't step foot out of the house with wet hair because you'd catch a cold. And you always tell me, that's stupid, Dawn. It's not even true.
Well, that's because it's viruses and bacteria that give you sicknesses, not cold.
So we now know. Hair. So we now know. Okay. So I did a few that have to do... This is for the Grim Reaper.
With ailments? Yeah. Alf!
It's Alf!
And he's got a cold.
He's got a cold because he went outside with all of his fur wet.
His fur was wet.
His fur was wet, so he got a cold. So you've heard this one. You starve a cold and you feed a fever. That's the old wives' tale. You starve a cold, you feed a fever. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Yep.
So if you have a cold, you don't eat.
Mm-hmm. And you feed a fever.
And if you have a fever, then you eat a lot. Mm-hmm. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah. So illnesses caused by low temperatures, such as a cold, needed to be fueled. So eating was recommended. Illnesses caused by a high temperature, such as a fever, needed to be cooled down. So you refrained from eating so that your body wouldn't produce energy.
But here's the problem with that. The problem with that is a fever is not an ailment. A fever is not something... You're not sick with a fever. The fever is one of the symptoms from your body reacting to try to fight off what it is. your body raises your temperature to try to kill the bacteria or the viruses.
Dr. Metal, ladies and gentlemen.
No, but I'm saying, so that makes no sense because that's your body's natural reaction. Okay. Anyway.
You can keep talking. You just have to take that elf gif down because I can't keep.
Oh, you don't want to see that anymore?
I'm sorry, Alf. You know, Billy had a talking elf doll. I don't even remember what it is. The only thing I remember that thing said was, "Here, kitty, 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 kitty." Because remember, Alf ate cats.
Alf ate cats.
Yeah, and the only thing I remember that Alf doll saying was, "Here, kitty, 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 kitty." I tried to find one a few years ago to surprise her with, and I couldn't find one. Talking elf doll. I'll do another
flu or cold thing.
Illness related things so that Dr. Metal can tell us how
I'm not even going to comment.
He knows all the answers.
I don't know any answers at all.
Okay.
About anything. Okay. Soups, specifically chicken noodle soup, but soups help battle like a cold or a flu or something.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they don't.
Chicken soup has healing properties. That's the claim. The claim is chicken soup has healing properties.
But technically, if you ate it cold, it would do nothing for you probably because really all it is the warmth of it is soothing your throat and stuff like that and makes you feel like maybe it's working.
Yep, so Dr. Tim got it right, or Dr. Metal got it right. Chicken soup cannot treat or cure your cold, but it can help relieve your symptoms. Soups are easier to eat if you have a sore throat.
The
liquid can be hydrating because you need to stay hydrated, and inhaling the warm steam off of the hot soup can help clear the mucus. So that's the whole idea.
But that would work with a cup of coffee also.
Yeah, or tea.
Or hot tea or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, or something like that. For sure. For sure.
Dang, I'm smart.
Big brain today.
Big brain.
Oh my word. All right, this is one that I just told my son like literally 2 or 3 days ago, and I was like, "Why did you say that? You know it's not true."
Oh, so you know it wasn't true when you said it also?
Yeah, as soon as I said it, I was like, "That's so stupid."
Oh, is this the plucking the gray hairs and 2 grows back?
Yeah.
Or 3 grows back, whatever.
It varies against across the.
A hair follicle is a hair follicle is a hair follicle.
This is true. So the old wives' tale: if you pull a gray hair, 2 more will appear. UAMS Health says plucking a gray hair will only get you one thing.
A plucked hair.
A new gray hair.
Yeah.
Because only 1 hair can grow per follicle. Your surrounding hairs also will not turn white until their own follicles lose pigmentation. So nothing about the hairs around it will turn gray. You won't get 2 back. What you will end up with is like a bunch of little things that stick up out of your hair that are an inch long from everywhere you pulled a gray hair. So, yeah, my son told me he was pulling his gray hair, and I was like, don't do that. You're going to have a bunch of little gray hairs all over your head, and it's going to look ridiculous.
No, you will not.
You will.
Well, you will eventually because the other follicles will start to lose pigmentation as well.
Well, no.
But it has nothing to do with pulling the gray hair.
Yeah, everywhere that you pulled the gray hair, you will get a tiny little gray hair that will be sticking up out of your head.
That will eventually grow into a full-size gray hair again.
Yes, and I just stopped doing it because it got ridiculous. It looked ridiculous, and I just had to tell myself, stop. You're not solving anything. You're fighting a losing battle.
Hey, you know what? We all get old. We all age. Just own it. Go with it. Get old.
It's a hard thing to do. It's a hard thing to do, but you can see that it looks like I have bald spots because that's where all my gray hair's coming in during the pandemic because I can't get to my hairdresser. Right there, it looks like I'm bald.
Like even Scott Ian stopped dyeing his goatee red and just let it be gray. And he's like, look at me owning my old age.
I actually have saved a lot of money. Not worrying about it. So, there's that. And gray hair is hard to cover up anyway. Okay, in the same vein as hair.
Same vein as hair. Shaving your legs. Oh, I know this one, I think. Because this is one I believed when I was young.
You probably still believe it.
If it's what I think it is. If you shave your leg hairs, they come back darker and coarser or whatever.
Thicker.
Yeah. Yeah, I did believe that when I was young.
Yeah.
When I was like 12, 13, I used to shave the shit out of my legs. Because I'm a man.
I thought you were going to say your face.
No, I'm a man, and I thought I needed hairy legs. Like, I didn't want to be the kid in school in gym shorts with slick legs. And so I was like, oh, well, I got to be...
So you shaved them so you'd be the kid.
They were already shaved. You couldn't. They didn't have hair on them anyways. So I was just shaving, like, the peach fuzz and all that. Because I wanted hairy man legs. I'm like, Other kids are starting to have, like, blacky, hairy legs. And I don't, so I shaved my legs, like, probably 4 or 5 times. Yep. I did.
What did you... I mean, you looked ridiculous with your legs shaved anyway.
They were already like that. That's what I'm saying. I had no hairy legs. I didn't have hair on my legs anyways.
What were you shaving?
Well, you can... Like, there's a little bitty tiny... Everyone has hair on their legs. Even a newborn baby has hair on their legs. They're just tiny, tiny, tiny follicles. They're tiny, tiny hairs. And they're real light. You can't see them.
So, according to the Mayo Clinic, shaving your hair does not change the thickness, color, or rate of growth. Shaving facial hair or body hair gives your hair a blunt tip, and the tip can feel coarse or stubbly, and they think maybe that's where that came from. It makes you think it's thicker because it's coarse or stubbly, but it is not thicker. It is the same, period, end of story. There's no proof whatsoever that it comes back darker, thicker. Doesn't happen.
Well, as you know, and I don't have to remind you because you hate this, but every November...
Oh, no, shave November.
I do this. Because normally I don't have any of this, for those of you who know what I look like normally.
Mountain Man November.
And I have an issue where I always shave my neck because it itches so bad that I can't handle it. This year I didn't shave my neck. It's all the way down. Because I was looking up remedies. I was like, what can I do so my neck won't itch? Because I wanted the full beard, but you can't get a full beard if you're always shaving your neck because it itches and bothers you. Excuse me. And I learned, like what you were saying, it comes back as the stubs. Because when you shave, it actually cuts the hair at a point on one side. Mm-hmm. And then when it grows out, you have that point, and your beard hairs start to curl when they start, and so that little point starts poking you. And that's where the irritation comes from. So basically, it was just like, tough it out. If you want it, tough it out. So I did. I just toughed it out this year, and it hasn't bothered me since, but it's fine now.
You need to eat some bread crust so you can get pretty again.
Bread crust? Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. But anyway, that's my little 2 cents on the pokiness.
Your PSA?
Yeah. If you got an itchy beard and you're trying to grow a beard, it's because the hair follicles just started growing. The hair just started growing, and they have a point from last time you shaved.
Tough it out, ladies. If your legs is itching because it's wintertime, just let it keep growing.
Just let it grow. Or if you're trying to grow a bush, whatever, just let it grow. It'll stop itching. All right, babe, what you got next?
I'm just going to let you guess.
I just have to guess without seeing a picture?
Well, I put the picture. You got to...
you want me to go ahead and do that?
You're in control.
Oh, my hand is itchy.
Palm.
My palm is itchy, so I'm going to win money or something.
Get money.
Left palm, right?
Some of them said left palm. Yeah. Some of them just said palm. But yes, and actually, I was taught when I was in the Latin culture that you if your palm is itchy and then you slap it 3 times and you put it in your pocket.
Oh, I never heard that part.
Yeah.
I would just if your left hand starts itching, go buy a lottery ticket.
I'd never heard that before. I'd heard the itchy palm, and then I later learned if it's itchy, then you scratch it, then you slap it 3 times, and then you shove it in your pocket. I don't know.
I never heard that part, but maybe I'll do that next time because every time it's itchy and I buy a lottery ticket, I haven't won yet.
You won off a lottery tickets for Christmas?
I haven't won the lottery. I did though. I got what, $10 worth of scratch off tickets as a gift in my stocking at work, and I got $21 in return. Yep. So that's a win.
Because you didn't buy them.
Because I didn't buy them, so that was an actual $21 win.
With regard to your palms itchy, you get money, it says no, you just have dry skin. You just have dry skin.
Or you got hairs coming in that have a point on them, and they're
itchy skin. That's all you got, honey.
Hairy palms.
Yeah, you ain't got none but itchy skin.
All right, you got something else?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Don't do that. I went backwards. I'm so sorry. Thank you for not doing that because it's going to take me forever to find my way. Okay. You'll know this one.
I'll know this one? Oh, don't crack your knuckles because they'll get really big.
You'll get arthritis.
Yeah, or they'll swell up or something, or you get arthritis. And I know this one's fake only because when I used to pop them, I still do from time to time.
I still do. I'm guilty of that. A lot.
And actually...
A lot.
So, and this was a long time ago, but this is like around the time internet was a new thing. Like, there wasn't internet before.
Back in the day?
Yeah. And so, when I was told that, and I would keep doing it anyways out of habit, and my dad would tell me, or my grandpa, I think, was the one that told me. So, when I had the ability to research things via internet, I looked it up, and I found that
you didn't look it up in Encyclopedia Britannica?
And I found that was a myth, and that it wasn't true, and I'm like, aha, I knew it. And then I also read that it's actually could be healthy for you to do so.
I did not read that. I did not read that, but I will tell you, there are several studies that have been done on this myth, including one by researchers who spent 60 years cracking the knuckles on one hand but not on the other to see if arthritis developed
dedication
in either hand. It did not. Both his cracked and his uncracked knuckles remained arthritic free. But here's the thing. If he's not prone to arthritis... I mean, he might not have been the best one.
So if someone's prone to arthritis, maybe the knuckle cracking will. Well, I think by now it's proven.
No, I mean
we're in 2020.
But I've always been told that, and I've always believed that. And every time I do it, I'm like, stop that. And I'm guilty of telling. Whenever I hear my kids doing it, I'm like, stop that. You're going to get arthritis in your knuckles.
Yeah, I don't care because I do it. So whatever.
Yeah.
I pop my own knuckles.
So. Arthritis.
And sometimes it just feels like you have to. Like sometimes I'm like, I'll sit here and I'm like, start moving my fingers. I'm like, they feel kind of crappy to me. They feel weird. There's some weird thing.
Yeah, like it feels the pressure.
Yeah. And all it is like air that builds up in between the cartilage. And when you pop it, it's just the air being released from the cartilage.
I didn't really study that in depth in the medical side of it, but
Well, that's what it is. It's air builds up in the cartilage, between the cartilage. And if you never get rid of it, it doesn't matter. But if you pop your knuckles, it's just releasing the air from the knuckles. That's what the sound is.
Dr. Metal.
It's the air escaping. All right. What you got?
You'll know this one.
If you ring bells in your ear, you'll go deaf.
No.
Oh, but I bet it has something to do with ringing in. Oh, if there's ringing in your ear, the devil's talking to you or some shit.
Someone's talking about you.
Or someone's talking about you. That's what it is. Okay.
So, no, it's just tinnitus.
Well, of course, that's not really true. That would be just crazy.
That's, literally impossible. But it says the natural history is in Pliny's Natural History Encyclopedia, written more than 2,000 years ago in the Middle Ages, people actually believed that if someone's ears were ringing, angels were talking about them, not the devil.
Not the devil.
Angels were talking about them.
Oh, the salt thing's
Some,
the devil.
on the other hand, thought that it was the sound of their chakras.
Of their chakras?
Yeah. Like their spiritual chakras.
Oh.
But it's just tinnitus. If your ears are ringing, go see a doctor. It's not a good thing. The angels
It's not a good thing?
No.
You know my ear has been ringing for about 7 years?
You should probably talk to a doctor, although there's not that many cures for
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing you can do about it. I read there's nothing you can do about it. So, yeah, I have a ringing in this ear that's been there for like 7 years.
It explains why every time I try to have a conversation with you, you go, huh?
What?
Huh?
What?
Like you're an old man.
I can hear it right now. But the thing is, I've had it for so long that I tune it out. You don't really notice it unless I think about it, and then I can hear it. It's kind of weird. But, yeah, the devil, not the devil then.
That guy looked...
Angels.
That guy looked really unhappy.
But, that's the devil thing is with salt. Did you do the salt one over your shoulder?
Did not.
Oh. Like, that's why you throw salt over your shoulder? Because you're throwing it in the devil's eyes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because that's why you throw it over the left shoulder, because supposedly you got the good angel on one side and the devil on the other shoulder.
Yeah.
On the left shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, if you spilt the salt, and the reason behind that, see, I have my own myths and my own wives' tales. See here? I didn't even... I'm going to tell mine real quick. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, if you look at, like, the Da Vinci... Was it Da Vinci that painted The Last Supper?
Don't get me to
I think it was Da Vinci. But if you look at the painting of The Last Supper, supposedly there's, like, salt or something on the table. And so it had something to do with, I don't even remember now, but it was holy nonetheless. So if you spilt it, it was bad luck because it was.
This is why you're not in charge.
It was on the last. It was at the. I can do it right quick, but anyways, it was at the Last Supper. The salt got spilt, and then you pick it up and you throw it over your left shoulder because you're throwing it into the devil's eyes because the devil sits on your left shoulder.
It's pretty cool. I
never
heard that.
Okay. Anyway.
No, I never heard that. I knew you threw it over your shoulder. I just didn't know why.
Because that's where the devil is. He's on your left shoulder.
So the angel's on your right?
The angel's on your right shoulder, the devil's on your left shoulder. So you're throwing it into the devil's eyes.
All right. I did not know that.
Yeah. All right. What you got for us?
I did not know that. This is my last one and my best one.
Oh, this is the last one already?
Yeah. I have extras, but this is my last and best. So what do you think that is?
That dude's about to slip on banana peels. Maybe it's going to say banana peels aren't actually slippery.
Yes. We're going to disprove...
Oh, Doyle rules!
We're going to disprove that banana peels are slippery, y'all. They're really not. It's a farce. This is Bad Things Come in Threes. So this one was the most...
I have heard that before.
So this one was the most interesting to me. According to Zoomer, it's just that we're all fascinated in things that come in three as a society. And that is proof in the Holy Trinity, the number of bases in baseball.
Threesomes.
Oh, in writing, there's a principle of the writing principle of a trio, which in the events are humorous, satisfying, and effective in numbers. We like a beginning, middle, and end. We're just patterned to like a beginning, a middle, and an end.
So if it comes in twos, you only have a beginning and an end.
Yeah. Three little bears, three blind mice, three little pigs.
Bad wolves. Was it three? No, it was only one bad wolf.
It's the three little pigs.
Yeah.
The three blind mice, and then the three ghosts in Dickinson's Christmas Past, Present, and Future. And there's the rule of three in comedy. The rule of three is where you do things three times, and then at the end you add a twist. Were you familiar with the rule of three in comedy? Mm-mm. So in writing, it's beginning, middle, and end.
No, and I took theater and comedy for like 7 years. And I don't even remember hearing
actually, this. Yeah, it's the principle of three in comedy. And it is you do the same thing three times, and on the end you add a twist. You want to do it? Knock, knock.
Oh, so you're saying, if I was to say, who, the knock, knock, who's there, orange.
Well, it's banana.
Oh, banana who? Knock, knock, who? If you said banana 4 times, then you're going to lose it.
Well.
But if you only do it 3 times and then do the
Well, you're going to go, I'm going to say knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
See, I'm already over it. Banana.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
No, I'm not. Because I like my things in threes and I didn't get 3 bananas.
You did. It was a triplicate.
I only got 2 bananas.
Oh, my word.
I got what you're saying.
So, it's believed... I just think it's interesting. I think the whole idea of having things in threes is very interesting. And then one of the examples I found of threes is Three's Company. Two's... I thought it was Two's Company, Three's a crowd.
That's for damn sure. That would completely ruin Mario Kart if bananas weren't slippery anymore.
Don't worry, bananas are still slippery. I promise. I promise they are.
And Koopa shells are still bouncy.
I didn't play Mario Kart, guys. I'm so sorry. I was a Crash Bandicoot girl. You want me to do a couple more?
Sure.
Okay.
If you got them, give them. You ready? You got it?
Yeah, because you're going
to... pee on the wound. Is that what you're going to tell me?
Yeah, pee on the jellyfish wound.
Hey, Taylor says they're both great games. You can have your Crash
I love Crash Bandicoot.
There's a new one coming out. Or it just came out or something.
It may already be out, yeah. I don't know what it's for. I haven't played it in
Switch?
Forever. But I could probably borrow someone's Switch. Yeah, peeing on a jellyfish wound. Just don't do that. There's no scientific evidence whatsoever that helps. No. And you're going to look like a fool when you whip it out on the beach and you pee on somebody's legs.
How are you whipping it out? Maybe you're a girl and you're just squatting it.
Oh my God, could you imagine just
a girl squatting over your leg?
Your kid getting bit by a jellyfish and some rando comes running across the beach to pee on them?
I got it.
No. No.
That would be hilarious.
No. Mm-mm.
I will be that rando. I'll be running around trying to pee on everyone.
He would be. And
y'all got a jellyfish thing?
And then he'd have to register as an offender for the rest of his life.
No, you know what? I'll just buy one of them pee cups that I saw online. So you wouldn't actually see it. I was just peeing out the tube.
Yeah, I don't know about that. What about this one? What's that one?
That's umbrellas.
Yeah,
if you open an umbrella indoors, it's bad luck.
It's bad luck. Don't open an umbrella.
Big brain.
Not true.
Metal got the big brain.
Luck has nothing to do with you.
Luck is not a real thing.
That's what makes it luck. Like, there's nothing that you do to cause it. It's just happens. Just like
luck is
not even real.
Luck's not even. I don't even like using the word luck because it's not even a real word. The real word you should use is odds and statistics and maybe favor. Like, maybe the odds are in your favor.
May the odds be
See, the odds can be in your favor. That doesn't make it luck, but it's like, okay, I have a die that has nothing on it but ones and twos. And I just rolled a 2 4 times in a row. The odds are in my favor that I'm going to roll a 1. You know. It's just chance. It's chance. If it's just chance, it's not really luck.
Chance by any other name is still luck.
Nah.
I don't think you can influence luck. It then is no longer luck.
Yeah, if we're playing Yahtzee, which you know I don't play lots of Yahtzee because it's a game based on luck.
I love it.
But technically, it's a game based on chance.
Skill.
There's no skill in Yahtzee.
You gotta know when to take the full house, when to take your
skill
nines.
in Yahtzee.
If you take your nines too,
it doesn't matter.
If you close it out too soon, you might not. Yeah, that's
the winner on Yahtzee is always the person who had the best luck.
But no, I don't believe that because there's some strategy involved. Because you choose what you take. Yes, there is.
But you have no choice at all onto what you're gonna get. So
well,
all right.
I don't know.
We will agree to disagree about Yahtzee, even though I'm right.
That looks like the knife I found in the parking lot of the gas station and kept.
That is a case knife, I bet you. Let's look.
Yeah, it is. Looks just like the one I found.
Yeah, that's a case knife.
No, mine was ivory.
Oops, I lost your thing.
Oh, come on now.
It's right there.
No.
Oops. No, I saw it. All right. Sorry, I will not touch the iPad again. So, you want me to guess?
Yeah.
I can already guess it because...
You've been intent on that.
Here's the thing. I don't believe in luck. However, I also don't believe in wives' tales. And I don't believe in superstitions. And I don't believe in any of that. However, if I open the pocket knife you give me, I'm going to close it before giving it back to you. And vice versa. I'm going to get angry if I hand you an open pocket knife and you hand it back to me.
But you don't believe in it.
You don't believe in it, but it's just because it's something that's instilled in my brain. But it's bad luck to close a pocket knife that someone else had opened, or vice versa.
That you didn't open.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I know that one because that one's just been instilled in my brain.
Yeah.
And yes, I don't believe in it, but it's still one of those things that irk me. If someone gives you a pocket knife closed, give it back closed. They give you a pocket knife open, give it back open.
Maybe that's something to do with safety.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
Do a couple more?
Sure.
Okay.
Is this about death?
It's about a cemetery.
Yeah, just tell me.
You hold your breath when you drive by a cemetery. So that they don't...
You know what? I heard one person say that once my whole life.
Yeah.
It might have been you.
Probably.
A long time ago.
Probably.
I never heard that before until I think you're the one that said that once. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you got to hold your breath when you drive by the cemetery.
So is this so spirits don't go in your mouth or something?
So they don't take your soul because they're looking for one.
And that's how they enter, through the mouth.
I don't claim to know how, but you definitely hold your breath when you're driving by the cemetery. That is something that you need to do.
All right.
Maybe pick your feet up off the floor at the same time.
So, has this been disproven?
I mean, you know that no one can prove it.
Right.
So, therefore, I guess by default, it's been disproven. All right, I'll give you one more. One more.
All right, last one.
And normally I say the last one's the best one, but we're into my extras. So
you already did the last one, and now
my last one was
this is bonus content.
My last one was the threes, which you were not impressed with. So
that was a good one, though.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? A chocolate bar?
No, that's
an ice cream bar.
That's a bar of soap.
Oh, that's a bar of soap. That's a funky ass bar of soap.
I think it's homemade.
So there's a myth, I'm guessing, about putting a bar of soap under your sheet that I'm unaware of because I don't know this.
Yes, there is. Okay. You don't know that one.
I don't know this.
It prevents you from getting leg cramps.
How in the world would that work?
I don't know. It's supposed to be something about what's in the soap, which I find weird because a lot of soaps have different things in them. And
well, if that's true, when you just wash your legs with the soap?
That's a really good question.
I've never heard this before. I never heard this one.
That's a really good question.
Have you heard this one?
Yes, or else I wouldn't have put it on this list.
Well, I thought maybe you're just doing some research and you found it.
No, I have heard this one. And for one, it wouldn't be comfortable.
Yeah, he says, you know what can cause cramps? Sleeping on soap.
True. Yes. I don't fully understand it. Yes, I've heard it. I've heard it more than once. People claim that sleeping with a bar of soap will prevent leg cramps. I've had leg cramps so bad when we were doing keto that I considered it because I thought, it couldn't make it worse, but apparently it could.
Yeah, sleeping on soap can give you cramps. See?
Yeah.
All right. I never heard that before, so that's a new one.
And my only last one was the salt, which you already covered.
Oh, so. You did have that? Mm-hmm. You said you didn't have that.
You were going to talk about it no matter what, so.
Nah. How about I can add chiggers? Because that's one of my favorites.
No, because you like to rant about it.
No. There's no rant. It's just a wives' tale. The reason I bring the chiggers one up is because I still find people that think chiggers burrow into your skin to this day. My work partner right now, 6 months ago, thought they burrowed into his skin because we got into some chiggers at work, and he said something about that he had his girlfriend putting nail polish on it. And I'm like, what? That's a myth, dude. He's like, no, you gotta suffocate him. So people think that chiggers don't just bite you, but they burrow into you, and you put clear nail polish on it, and it suffocates them to kill them. And people to this day still believe that.
I believed it.
And yeah, she did. I had to tell her that's not true. That's a
wife's tale. Words. There was a fight. Because...
Yeah, she did not believe me. I'm like, no, baby, I'm telling you.
No, I did not.
I'm telling you, they're not in your skin. No, they are. That's why it itches so bad. No, it itches so bad because of the I was gonna say venom. It's not a venom, but the certain bacteria that is deposited. It's the
same thing that the bed bugs.
Bite you.
The bed bugs.
Yeah, it's like the bed bugs.
They inject it. They inject you with the bed bugs inject you with paralytic.
Yeah, it's almost like a little paralytic, and it's
because the chiggers aren't because it hurts like the.
Well, no, it still is. It don't hurt when they do it. You're feeling the wear off afterwards. So chiggers also feed on blood. So they're gonna put a tiny little bit of paralytic so that they can feed on the blood, and you don't feel it. That's where mosquitoes are stupid. See, mosquitoes have been around like forever. They're the oldest living insect in the universe.
Is that true, or did you?
I just made it up, but I think it's true because you can find them in the dinosaur days. They found them in the little ambers.
Jurassic Park. That's Jurassic Park. You don't even know if that's true. Yeah. You're spreading fake news.
No, we learned about that in school before Jurassic Park existed.
Spreading fake news.
But anyways, mosquitoes, they bite you and you feel it and you smack them. I don't know how they not evolved.
You almost made me choke. You did that and I was like, oh.
I don't know how mosquitoes have not evolved over the billions of years to do what bed bugs or chiggers or ticks or anything else do.
But only the female mosquitoes bite you.
That is a true fact. Male mosquitoes don't bite you. If you got bit by a mosquito, it was a female 100% of the time. Only because mosquitoes actually feed and live on vegetation.
Not blood?
Not blood.
Not our blood?
They don't live on blood. They live on vegetation. However,
that's why they're all up in our bushes.
When it's time for a female to reproduce, she needs iron for the eggs. So she goes to extract blood for the iron in order to produce eggs to produce her offspring. So it is a female mosquito that bites you. But chiggers do not live in your skin. The little paraplegic or the little paralysis.
The paraplegic mosquitoes.
Yeah, they don't have like 4 legs.
You're gonna have a little bit of trouble flying around
there. The paralysis that they do, so that they can drink blood, and then they leave, and then that starts to affect you later, and it's irritating, and you scratch. And they're not in your body. They're gone. They don't burrow into your skin. Anyways, that's my myth buster. That's my myth buster.
That's your myth buster. That's what we should have called it. We should have called it a
myth busted.
Myth.
I need the big busted stamp. Busted.
So before we wrap it up, you want to talk about our exciting new news? What are we finally going to be able to do?
I ain't even going to try to pronounce that, Taylor. No way. That's the oldest bug. Does it look like a mosquito?
Right. Yeah, no.
Is it still alive today? Or was that just like the first bug? Or is it the longest living bug?
He's the granddaddy of all bugs.
Yeah.
Or she might be the grandmother.
Was that just like the first bug? Or is that the longest living bug as in it's still around?
So he's
going to have to look that up. So.
You want to talk about what we're excited that we finally get to do?
Okay. So the whole reason for all of this Twitch podcasting, well, for one, it's just fun for us. We enjoy doing it. But the whole reason for me doing the gaming and my shirtless gaming that I do just because I think it's funny, whether I'm playing WoW or Assassin's Creed or whatever, it don't matter, is because ultimately we're big board gamers, as most people know, and we love board gaming, and we want to live stream playthroughs and instructional videos that we can upload to YouTube. We got our other camera
finally
that we're going to put overhead, and we're fixing up a gaming table with some felt and stuff. So in the very near future, we're going to be able to start live streaming our board gaming addiction to everyone.
So a lot of people don't play games because it's too overwhelming to learn them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something.
I just realized that your camo shirt is a green, but luckily it's not the same green color as the
green screen.
So that would have been funny if it just like blended you in with the green screen.
Well, we do a test, so we would have noticed that.
I've been like, I'm doing a podcast with John Cena because you can't see her.
Because you tried to wear a green hat.
I did put on a green hat once. Oh, it was during the Christmas one.
Yeah.
I had to go buy that Santa hat that I had because the one I had was a green elf hat. And I put it on and sat down. I was like, oh, crap, this ain't going to work. And so then I ran to Walgreens and got a Santa hat.
So do you want to know what we're podcasting about next Sunday at 6 o'clock?
I do want to know that as well.
I'm going to tell you.
Board game myths.
We are not.
Oh.
We are not. We are going to talk about forgotten gems.
Forgotten gems. Like the opal.
Like the corded telephone.
Oh, the fax machine.
Don't go too far into that list, because then we won't have anything to talk about on Sunday.
Well,
so the calendar says that I want to make sure it's not a holiday.
It's not, because the 1st is on a Friday, which is the holiday.
Yep. So Sunday will be on the 6th. Is that right? No. Is it already? No, it cannot be. The 3rd.
Because you got
the 3rd. Sunday the 3rd.
Okay.
Sunday the 3rd.
Yeah, because our familyversary is on the 5th.
Our familyversary is on the 2nd,
which
is Saturday.
On the 2nd, yes.
Yeah. So we'll have our familyversary on the 2nd, and then on Sunday the 3rd, we will be back here at 6 o'clock to talk about forgotten gems, things of the past.
Oh man.
What are you sad?
Rhinio Ganatha, R.I.P. That's my only attempt at saying that name.
So the bug's no longer around.
Yeah.
It was just thought to be the oldest.
So it was like the first ever bug, but it died. So the mosquito still may very well be the oldest living bug in the world.
Fake news.
May very well be the oldest living bug that has somehow made it this long without being able to evolve into you can't feel me bite you.
So join us.
Which they don't technically bite you.
Sunday at 6 o'clock to talk about more fake news from Metal and medical advice. Because he also likes to give fake medical advice. So you'll get forgotten gems, fake news, and false medical advice.
I don't do any of that.
That's an alliteration. I just effed it up.
I'll tell you something else that's common that a lot of people say, but they don't mean. And that's when they're talking about like snakes or reptiles. And they say, oh, no, that's a poisonous snake. I always have to correct them.
They're venomous.
There's no such thing as a poisonous snake. You can eat the flesh of every single snake.
You can eat the hell out of any snake you want.
They're venomous, not poisonous. So when you're talking about a poisonous snake, you mean a venomous snake. Say it right, because it irks me when I hear someone say poisonous snake.
If ever you are in
there is no poisonous snake. No such thing.
A survival situation in which you need to eat, any snake will do.
100% of snakes have edible flesh. There is not a poisonous snake out there, but there are a lot of venomous snakes.
So good luck catching them without getting hurt. But if you can do so, mostly just cut the head off. And be careful, because the head can still bite, and it also has the glands in it.
Hey there, cyanoids.
So that is something to consider.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yep.
Well, unfortunately for the people just joining us, we're wrapping up. But you can always go back and listen to the whole thing.
And Sundays at 6 p.m.
And we do this every Sunday at 6. New topic. If you
Forgotten Gems.
Forgotten Gems this Sunday. If you have not followed us, go ahead and click that follow button so that you can get that notification when we do go live. And we appreciate every single person that watches us. Till next Sunday.
Bye.